What's up, YouTube and Facebook? How y'all doing today? I hope this beautiful Monday, finds you in great health, good spirits, and that you're feeling blessed today. What we're going to do today is we're going to go through a championship mode of about, I don't know, 10 races, something like that. And I'm going to put the videos together with a couple different races in each video and then upload them. So you'll be getting something throughout the week from Race Room Experience. Now, as you have probably heard, Race Room Experience has been updated. They've done some physics changes. They've done some tire remodeling. They've added some tracks. They've added some cars. Currently, we're going to be running in the 2015 DTM. As you can see, I'm sitting there right on the front row. I've tried to figure out how to get a HUD up here so that I can kind of give you a race rundown of who's running, how many cars there are, blah, blah, blah. But I can't quite figure out how to do that from the exterior camera. However, that being said, we're just going to watch racing anyways. I have the AI cars set up to almost 100. And the only reason I did that is because the default setups that come with Race Room Experience, to be honest with you, just aren't that good. And if you're going to run 100%, you better have some good setups to run 100% and be able to drive them. So I brought it down just a couple notches so the default set would be a little bit more competitive with the AI cars because they don't give an inch. They're pretty aggressive when you want them to be. And in the first couple of races, I just ran the default set, and I tried tweaking a little bit here and there, but I didn't find a good balance that I wanted, so I just left the default set. As we moved on to, I want to say, Hockenheim, I really started to struggle with the default set, and I had to find something in the setup in order to make the car run. So I started working on the setups and got it to a point to where I can actually drive the car fast, even through the corners, and be able to either keep up with the AI cars or pass them and drive away from them. So that being said, the higher end 90s were a little lacking in that respect because at one point you'll see I drove away from the cars, and I kind of drove away from in this one. Even went off track at one point and was able to get back on track and come back from being behind, which wasn't that far behind. I think I fell to like third or fourth place and gathered it back up and was able to retake the lead. And I think it ended up resulting in a win on this particular track. But anyways, let's move forward. And before we do, don't forget to hit the like button on Facebook, subscribe button on YouTube, and ring that notification bell so you'll know when I upload videos. If you have any comments in regards to these videos, please don't hesitate to ask. I want to entertain the masses. So that's my job as a YouTuber and a creator. So I want to entertain you. If you have any comments or any suggestions, please feel free to comment. Let's try to keep it civil because we're all here to have fun anyways at the end of the day, right? So let's get moving forward. Bop, bop, bop. Now, as you can see, I didn't get a very good start at first, but I finally gathered it back up and was able to come back and start fighting for the lead. I'm in that red car just inside the black one. And there I go to the lead. These are only 10 lap races and they last about 7 minutes. I really wanted to give a complete rundown of all the drivers, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do that. Until I can figure out how to do that, this is what we're looking at. I really love the undulation in the track. When the cars go over this one particular area in the track, you can see that car hop and bump, bounce up and down. And that's where I went off the track, and I think I fell to like 3rd place or 2nd place is what it was. Okay, I thought it was a little further back than that, but I had a little pressure from behind, so had to gather it up quick. Get a pretty good run on this black car coming off. He starts to take off, and a lot of what I think reason why they had so much speed is they had a good aero package. But I just dove it on in there and decided to take the lead back from him. Had the inside line, so why not? I actually like the way this sim drives. It drives very similar to a set of course de competition. Of course, this came out before that, but I like the way the car handles. It feels kind of sticky on the track, which I think a real car should feel kind of like that, especially if it's got high downforce and all that, but still have a little bit of looseness to it. This one does. To a point. I mean, when you get on the brakes, when you adjust the brake bias, the back end will come around if you're not careful. We're already 6 laps into this race. Getting ready to start lap 7. See how that car bounces when it comes through there? It's got a little hop to it. I love how it does that. I really love the DTM cars. They just look so stout and low to the ground. They hug the ground. They got the nice fender flares on them that just gives it that ultimate downforce package. The wing on the back. I just think they're awesome, awesome looking cars. You know, compared to GT3 cars and all that, I just think these DTM cars are just wonderful looking specimens of automobiles, man. They're just gorgeous. I think they look better than GT3 cars or GT2 cars or GT4 cars. I kind of put it in, I want to put it in the category of Formula One. This is like, to me, this is the F1 of sports cars, you know, where everything else is just kind of under that, you know, GT3, GT4, all the GT style cars. I think this is like the, to me, and it's just my opinion. You let me know in the comment section if you agree. I think this is like the Formula One of sports cars, you know. Outside of your, you know, Cadillac, LMP1s and all that, those are the true Formula Ones of road cars. But when it comes to just sedans, I think this is the Formula One of sedans. I mean, of course, LMP1, LMP2, those cars, it takes a lot to drive those cars. They're set up very similar from the driver's perspective, like Formula One. They have a real high downforce. Okay, that was the end of the race. But the LMP1 cars, LMP2 cars, they're a real high downforce car. Very twitchy, similar to Formula One. They grip the road like Formula One. From the driver's perspective, at the wheel and in the house, a lot of controls to do different things. In the car, very similar to Formula One. So I think the LMP1, LMP2 cars are more of a Formula One stature when it comes to road cars outside of Formula One. These cars, the DTM cars, I think they're sedans, number one. They're basically two-door cars, full-body cars. The difference is they've got very wide stance, wider tires on them. Then I think they're a wider tire than what the GT3 cars run, or GT2 or GT4. They've got a higher downforce package on these cars, so you get a lot of grip from the, not only the mechanical grip but aero grip from these cars, and that's why I think these cars are the Formula One of the sedan. I think they look nicer than GT cars. I'm not sure if they're faster, to be honest with you, but I think they're pretty quick. And I think they handle a lot better, in my opinion. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that one. Let's prepare ourselves for the next round.